What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back, or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mite, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, on this crypto ocean, we walk by faith, not by sight. Just because the current crypto ocean doesn't look the greatest, doesn't mean it will stay this way. So now is the time to study. And always remember to keep your crypto investments safe. Practicing self-custody is key, especially amidst this 2025 bull run. In my personal opinion, the Tangent wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage. So if you wish to order your Tangent wallet today, you can get 10% off using code CryptoCrew. Link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
We have good news regarding the great cryptocurrency Caspa. It will now be listed on OKX, folks. It's very huge. It's better than all the other cryptos, with the exception of Bitcoin, okay?
Crypto Crew, today we're diving into the biggest trends shaping crypto in 2025 after analyzing expert insights, including Michael Saylor's latest predictions and market data. We'll go into what I believe are 5 game-changing trends that could make you serious profits during this 2025 bull run. And of course, nothing I say and share is financial advice. Let's get into it. Number 1, the great liquidity shift. First up, we're seeing something massive happening with liquidity worldwide. Banks and traditional finance institutions are pumping money onto the crypto ocean, but here's the kicker, it's not just about Bitcoin anymore. Newer projects like Kaspa are positioned to catch this wave of liquidity. Why? Because they've built their systems specifically to handle the massive transaction volumes that institutional money brings.
What has historically been impediments to the adoption of digital assets and crypto by institutions has been essentially components or aspects of the stack, the tech stack or the regulatory stack missing, and that would include things like on the crypto side, institutional grade crypto custody or institutional grade crypto staking or node hosting. On the digital asset side, just the lack of digital financial market infrastructure for the ability to issue natively digital securities, trade and settle those securities. So as we at SDX are building out services that satisfy that appetite, we'll see that the appetite for the financial institutions who are looking to get more involved in assets, in digital assets and crypto, be satisfied through building out the components of that stack to enable the adoption of digital assets and securities and crypto in this space.
Number 2, Digital Revolution 2.0. We're witnessing a complete transformation of the financial system. Michael Saylor just dropped the bomb predicting Bitcoin's new market cap.
Every single day, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars of capital are flowing into the network. It's going to go from 2 billion to 20 billion to 200 billion to 2 trillion to 20 trillion to 200 trillion. And when it gets to 200 trillion, it'll chop along at plus 20% to eventually 300, 400, 500 trillion dollars. And where is that capital going to come from? It's going to come from Russian real estate. It's going to come from Chinese private equity. It's going to come from everything in Africa, everything in South America. You have capital flowing from foreign financial and physical assets to Bitcoin. You have capital flowing from 20th century assets to Bitcoin. Capital is going to flow from the 20th century to the 21st century. It's going to flow from physical to digital. It's going to flow from currency-based derivatives to a digital commodity derivative. It's already happening. It's unstoppable. For me to say Bitcoin's going to demonetize gold understates it. Yeah, it's going to demonetize gold. Then it's going to demonetize the real estate that's 10x more than gold. And then it's going to demonetize every long-term store of value.
The shift from physical to digital assets is creating opportunities across the entire crypto ocean. Real estate, gold, traditional stocks, a lot of that money will be flowing into crypto. And at the making of this recording, we're still early. Number 3, regulatory green light. The regulatory FUD is finally clearing up, and it's better than we expected. The SEC is closing investigations without penalties. Speaking of which, here are some words of the new SEC SEC Chair Paul Atkins.
I've seen how ambiguous and non-existent regulation of digital assets create uncertainty in the market and inhibit innovation. The top priority of my chairmanship will be to work with my fellow commissioners in Congress to provide a firm regulatory foundation for digital assets through a rational, coherent, and principled approach. Yet the current regulatory environment for our financial system inhibits investment and often punishes success. Unclear, overly politicized, complicated, and burdensome regulations are stifling capital formation, while American investors are flooded with disclosures that do the opposite of helping them understand the true risks of an investment. It is time to reset priorities and return common sense to the SEC. I'm eager to get to work for American markets and investors. Should I be confirmed, my goal will be to ensure that the United States is the best and most secure place in the world to do business.
Number 4, the crypto race. The U.S. is finally waking up to the crypto revolution, and under President Donald Trump, the U.S. is playing catch-up. This crypto race between countries makes for a perfect storm for crypto adoption. More importantly, it's opening up new opportunities for projects that can operate around the world, like Bitcoin and Kaspa. Speaking of Kaspa, the Crescendo Hard Fork's activation on the mainnet is projected for May 5th, 2025, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Caspa's heading into a new era. In the latest post from Igra Labs, the focus is on decentralizing layer 2s before zero-knowledge tech fully kicks in. KIP 15 lays the groundwork, a clever tweak to consensus rules that enhances trust without compromising speed or scalability. The post breaks down how post-Crescendo pre-ZK Caspa can still offer secure, decentralized scaling by pruning smart contracts and validating smarter.
And Igra Labs is calling all builders as DevNet launch approaches. Igra Labs is looking for 10 technical teams to help test it. One of these could be Zealous Swap, the first automated market maker or AMM based DEX on the Caspa ecosystem. Now, Zealous Swap is rolling out a modular fee engine, enabling ultra low fees for stable pools and making Zealous an even better home for stablecoin trading. This new modular fee engine also allows Zealous to allocate and adjust fee tiers for different pools, giving greater flexibility to optimize fees based on liquidity, market demand, and trading activity. It opens the door for dynamic fee adjustment based on trading volume and market conditions, and community governance where DAO members can vote to modify fees for specific pools. Next week, Kaspa's main developer Michael Sutton and Kaspa founder Jonathan Sampolinski will be speaking at the Hong Kong Web3 Festival 2025, which we'll be covering on Your Crypto Crew as well. Now, as great as the big tier exchange listings will be for Kaspa, I believe institutional adoption is where the greatest opportunities lie for Kaspa, especially considering Kaspa's tech will allow Kaspa to solve real-world problems that no other crypto project is able to do. Number 5, the macro edge. Finally, something to look out for in this coming continuation or return of the 2025 bull run is central bank policies. When the Fed makes moves with quantitative easing or tightening, it directly impacts crypto prices. This is what happened in past times, and guess what? The next monetary policy shift is coming soon.
Now I think Bitcoin has transitioned from this sort of technological digital bear asset into the best smoke alarm for fiat liquidity that we have. Previously, that role was held by gold. Gold and Bitcoin have some different properties that make them react a little bit differently to things. And now I think we have a 24/7 market. Anyone with an internet connection can access it. And it's really just driven on fiat liquidity. So as I've broken it down in my essays before, I break down Bitcoin's price value as, on one hand, it's technology. In the beginning of Bitcoin, there's a lot more technological change as sort of the ecosystem was building and sort of technological developments were much more rapid. These days, the amount of change that happens at Bitcoin Core is quite small. And obviously it takes a long time for the community to coalesce around how they want to change things. So the technology piece is pretty standard. There's a number of wallets that are getting added to the network at some rate over time. It's not anything magical or crazy. It's really about fiat liquidity. How many dollars, euros, yen, yuan are being created and destroyed? And that's going to make its way into what we think the price of Bitcoin should be right now and into the near future. The United States, China, Japan, and Europe. And so EU, and that's all I care about. And obviously there's a lot of other central banks and countries out there in the world, but those are the four major ones. And I track bank credit, so how much credit is being emitted by the banking system. And I also track central bank balance sheets. And what are they saying about what their plans are for the future and how they're going to change whether the price of money, the interest rate, or the quantity of money.
The current market condition create a lot of FUD. Experienced investors realize that these are the times to study the crypto ocean, and in terms of Caspa, it is important to understand what you hold. That's why on this crypto ocean, we walk by faith, not by sight.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.